What amazes me every time I present one of these to a new student is the freshness of this belt. It represents something. This is a very important belt. It represents change in your life. It represents a new journey. It represents a whole new set of goals, lofty goals. So giving one of these out to a new student reminds me of years ago when I was just a child, and I used to go out in the cornfields where I lived and trained by myself after reading a ninja magazine or a book I found in the 80s. And I would go out there for hours at a time. My parents can attest to this. And I would just take my little shuriken or my fake sword and I would go out there and chop corn, or I'd roll in the grass or climb a tree or sneak up on the neighbor, whatever it might be. The outdoors was my dojo. So this reminds me of those days when I was making error after error, throwing 1,000 shuriken and only hitting once, or cutting something and missing and cutting my own finger. Whatever it might be, those were the learning days. So I think now that at my advanced stage, I still try to train with this mentality. I still try to be a child when I train. And by that I mean I try to be playful. I try to learn new things. I never get bored with the training, and I've been doing this many, many years. Never get bored. Every time you learn something new, 10 more things flower from that, and there are 10 deeper questions. So the answers are out there, but you'll never get the one answer. So I try to tell people to train with this mentality. If you have even earned your black belt and you've been training 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 years, you still must keep this in mind. This is the belt that started it all. And even though you might wear a black belt, you should train like a white belt, meaning open-minded, ready to try new things, ready to fail, ready to get over your fears that you've developed. So this is a very important belt. Don't let it go to your head. The black belt has a way of going to our head and making us conceited and arrogant. Let that go. That's only going to hold us down. So this is a wonderful belt. It's a reminder that we're all children. We're all young at heart. Never get bored with the training. If you get bored with the training, that means you're boring. You should see each technique fresh and new every time you see it. Look at it from a brand new perspective, from a child's eyes, and see what secrets you can find in that technique. Once you find those secrets, questions will be answered, and then you'll have more questions, deeper ones that can apply to your outdoor life. So remember this belt. It's an awesome belt. I keep it in mind all the time of my childhood, my adulthood, my soon-to-be seniorhood. So I'll never stop being a white belt in my heart. It just means so much to have one of these around to keep me grounded in my martial training. So good luck to you in your training, and may you one day earn one of these.